Hello everyone, here we are, back again in Ferropolis, and I'm glad to see all those messages already waiting for me, because in this streaming device I can only see them when I start the show. Hey, one more practice session to go, and I must say that in my camera it is not looking that dark. It's not like super dark, of course, yet, but I think we managed to survive these dark conditions as well. So the sun is going down little by little, and I expect it to be quite dark when this session is over, and it's gonna be a super short practice session of 1 hour. It is now probably the most pleasant temperature and conditions for live streaming that I have had over this season, so I'm happy about that. But then of course it's going to be colder the later the evening goes, so I hope that I'm not gonna complain about being cold in here after like 45 minutes. But hey, it's gonna be 1 hour of practice session. We will have it in groups. I don't know if there is any breaks in between. There cannot be too long breaks, that's for sure. Let's see how everything then goes. My expectation is that if we get 1 lead and 1 chase per driver, we're already quite far, but let's see if they let them drive additional rounds, additional runs. Of course, if we now end up having an accident, that would be really not ideal. News from earlier today, Lauri Heinonen unfortunately had a head-on collision towards the barrier today. I don't know if the reason for that has been published. I'm not gonna speculate here anything, but anyway, there was a head-on collision, and the team has announced that he is at hospital being x-rayed for a possibly broken wrist. So that is something to know. Of course, we're not sure, but it looks that his race weekend is compromised. Of course, the best thing is that he is okay otherwise, but of course not very ideal for race or anybody who possibly could have a broken wrist. So here we are in Ferropolis, waiting for the sun go more down, and as you can see, all of these excavators are starting to be lit up in evening lighting. We have some of them green, some of them red. Still, the atmosphere is just phenomenal here. But yes, what is it, 5 minutes to go? Why don't we have the usual stuff regarding the channel? Please like this live stream, that will help other people to find it. I'm repeating this all over again in every stream, but that's how it just is and how it goes. It will be the easiest way to get more live stream viewers, that's for sure. What else? Of course, if you like the content, please subscribe, press that notify button so you can then get the notification of all these live streams and whatever is happening in the channel, so you don't miss any of the live action. Most of this stuff happens on this channel is live, so that's why it is important. One way to support me, of course everything is supporting me, but one way to support me financially is to join as a Rollin' Rudy supporter member, and that will then help me financially. It's $2.99 per month. It's not too bad for anybody, I think, and that's why I've kept the price so low that it doesn't kind of form a hurdle of joining. And by that, joining to be as a supporter member, you always gain an access to a WhatsApp group, which is for the supporters only, and that is a very joyful bunch of people, mostly at the moment in Finnish, but that's possible. And if you're interested in it, you find all the instructions in YouTube whenever you decide to join as a supporter. Of course, that's completely voluntary. All the most important stuff will be free in this channel, and that's kind of a principle number one. But on the YouTube WhatsApp channel, WhatsApp group, I will also post some behind-the-scenes stuff that I don't post on Instagram, which, by the way, is rollinready_media. And you should follow that account now, because during this weekend we are having Jane Helser with us, the replacement Becky from the Finnish round of Drift Masters this season. So she is a real Drift Masters host, doing some content on my channel. She will also be visible on these live streams, most likely already in the second live stream tomorrow. She will arrive around noontime here, and then also during this interview paddock walks she will join me doing those, and then in addition she's covering so many things from the paddock. I have even no idea what it's gonna be, but anyway, super cool. So we have two first cars now warming up the tires there in the burnout box, and it will be Paulus Perkkiö and Adri Petricevic, and another show off of these two beautiful E36s. And yeah, I know there's so many Adri fans there. Please join us and give your Croatian flags. And hey, whatever, do all the good YouTube stuff. And hey, hit that like button. Right now we get a very good start for this stream. But hey, I'm ready. I sincerely hope all the drivers are ready. We are good to go.
Yes, genau so soll das klingen.
I think the atmosphere and like the feeling is like so like touchable right now. Everybody is waiting, and this is not even a race or qualification or anything. It's just a nighttime practice session, but I think it's so super cool. Here we go. Here we go.
Gut aus in dieser
I'm not sure, but I think that it is maybe even better than at the daylight, because we don't have the shadows now. It's super nice looking on the stream, I think, at least. Hopefully it's to your screens as well. Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. So here we go. It should be, of course, these same guys the other way around. It will be now Adri taking the lead position and Paulus Perkkiö, reigning Finnish champion, taking the chase position here. Paulus, unfortunately, taking a shortcut there. Oh, it was the front wheel. Let's see what happened. I think I have a replay on that one.
zerstört aus. Ich glaube, da wurden wir aus einer 18 Zoll 16 Zoll gemacht.
What happened there?
Ja, erstes Trainings-Battle, also Night Practice. Ich möchte es nur noch mal unter
Something that happened even before that.
Exzellent betont, Schiffli. Es ist Training.
There was a collision.
Man versucht zu pushen, manchmal geht's gut und es gibt da viel Confidence. Manchmal pusht man etwas zu weit und dann muss man da wieder
Okay,
ein bisschen
next. Here we have Toni Ojatalo from Finland, and I think it's Tanupat Lertowiewicz from Thailand.
Ein Auto ist etwas nach hinten versetzt.
They are ready to go. I think they're just checking now the track because there was a collision from any sort of debris. Luckily we didn't need a tow truck because that would basically ruin the schedule of this session here. So here we go again. Not again, but the first one time with these guys.
Richtig sketchy als Proximity aufrecht zu halten.
See, I think we have a little bit of, or had a little bit of action there in the corner where almost all the action has been today. I mean, regards hassle or whatever it has been. But let's see, Toni Ojatalo, somehow sketchy entry there. I don't know if it was because of the lead or just a little bit of a scrappy start on that one. Let's see how it's going to be the other way around. Zwingt dich natürlich, dass du eigentlich keinerlei Fehler machen kannst. Du hast extrem wenig Möglichkeiten, hier Linien zu korrigieren, wenn du so nicht richtig von Anfang aus der Motor links aus der S15 sieht natürlich nochmal deutlich krasser aus. Next it is Polilog, so he will be taking the lead and it's Peter Proli taking the chase in there. Let's see how it goes with these two BMW drivers, Finland versus Austria. Driftmasters macht es so, dass es quasi ein festes Fahrerfeld gibt. Ich glaube an 35, 40 Fahrern, wenn ich mich nicht täusche. Das sollte ziemlich genau hinkommen. Und dann gibt es pro Event noch 10 bis 15 Wildcard-Fahrer. Das sind einfach Leute, die natürlich passende Autos dazu haben. And any minute now, here we go. Reinzuschnuppern und zu gucken. Des Fahrers. Pretty clean runs from both. Let's see how it's going to be the other way around, but I would assume if they can keep that going, then should be pretty nice. We are now 6 minutes into the session. We have now covered, I think this is 3.5 pairs here, so let's see how the schedule unfolds. So kleiner Hinweis am Rande, können wir auch gerne wieder belegen. Something happened And again, I'm now streaming with 4G. I have had 0 drops of any sort of data here, so let's see. And just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea how it is in here, it looks much brighter in the camera than how it is in real life here. But I think you can sense a little bit of an atmosphere here, and at least the driving can be seen pretty well here. So, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Nikolai. Oh, with the names again. I remember it a minute ago. Anyway, the Czech driver was Dylan Garvey from Ireland, and we have the Turkish driver Nikolai. I'm so ashamed about that. Sorry, guys. Nikolai Czerkaszewski from Poland.
Scary. Hier auch ins Understeer gekommen und eben den Winkel verloren. Das ist so eine Situation, da willst du das um jeden Preis verhindern. Also eine Sache, die man finde ich jetzt auch über den ganzen Tag schon so ein bisschen sieht. Wir haben, glaube ich,
Czerkaszewski, Poland, Dylan Garvey, Ireland.
für die Positionierung der Kippen.
I have a little bit of a obstruction to see who's coming next. We have
Die Jungs sind die Besten aus Europa.
Timur Lipski and Konstantin Shurenko.
Und es ist nett, weil es keine schlechten Fahrer sind, sondern das genaue Gegenteil. Die Strecke ist einfach richtig anspruchsvoll, um Boot zu fahren.
And they should go any second now. Starkland Marshall has a double check on Konstantin's rear hoodlet. And here
Der steht da
go.
hinten, glaube ich, noch im Vorstart.
Okay, dann
Jetzt.
entschuldige ich mich.
Alles gut, alles gut. No worries. Da sehen wir auch was Schönes. So, ihr habt jetzt vielleicht bei dem GT86 diese Lichtbalken gesehen.
I like those light bars on the side of the window where
Das Bremslicht vorne und hinten logisch.
you can see how much gas has been pressed in Konstantin's car. That's super nice touch.
Gaspedalstellung.
Haven't seen that yet in Race Masters.
Oh, ja, das haben wir mal gesehen. Ich dachte,
That would probably need to be implemented for the cars, for the judges.
auf diesem Event und auch nächstes Mal in Polen verpflichtend sind, schlicht und einfach mal.
Okay, hopefully we can see it again.
Ich wusste aber nicht, dass
First I didn't realize what it was, but
positioniert.
now I kind of
Jetzt aber
understood.
drauf, in dem Fall beim Leadcar auf die Balken rechts und links an den A-Säulenrahmen und hinten quer über die Heckscheibe. Blau ist Kupplung, grün ist Gas, rot ist Bremse.
Of course, that flickering is due to the lights being flashing a little bit. Pulse width modulation, but yeah, hey.
Oder wird's langsamer?
Absolut, also ich habe das tatsächlich auch live noch nie gesehen. Das gibt es ja in der Formel Drift.
Axel Hildebrand and Igor Derenko. It will be Volvo Estate and Ford Mustang. This is gonna be noisy. This is gonna be noisy, people.
Aber ich erzähle dir mal, was Werner Schiffli gesagt hat. Also erstmal
3 rotary engine versus big V8.
wenn ihr genau hingehört,
Volvo 745 Estate versus Ford Mustang, RTR Mustang.
sehr, sehr gespannt, wie das funktioniert. Leider eigentlich einen Fehlstart von dem Mustang. Ihr seht es, dass die Ampel geblinkt hat. Wenn die Ampel auf grün geht, hat der Leader
Full start, I believe. Full start, I
in
believe.
Bewegung zu setzen. Weil die Chase Car natürlich vorrollen. Das heißt, wenn der Leader ist ein Fehlstart und falls es zweimal passiert,
Bit of an extra practice there. That was a little bit anticlimactic. Okay, let's try it again. Igor Derenko, Axel Hildebrand.
Vielleicht auch noch der Hinweis, wenn ihr irgendwie empfindliches Gefühl habt. Es ist keine Schande, hier Oropax reinzumachen.
Auch wenn ihr kein empfindliches Gehör habt.
So, then we will have Axel Hildebrand in the lead
und in der Arena natürlich noch viel lauter. Und schützt euer Gehör, packt euch Tempo rein, Oropax,
Oh my God, that Volvo is shooting those wastegate flames directly up into the air. I'm getting chills. I mean, it's just
Ich mache das jetzt seit
something
8
from a
Jahren
different planet. I mean, I don't
Das
know.
war das Krasseste,
It's,
was ich an neues Level, Druckwellenlevel.
I didn't see that in the daylight, and you didn't see it either. But hey, that is some crazy
Das heißt echt
stuff.
was für Driftmasters.
Ich mach das
So
im zweiten Jahr. Und das ist auch
we
das
are
schon, das
15
heißt,
minutes
macht auch
in.
nichts.
Let's see, who do we have next? We have.
Wir müssen das da, glaube ich, nochmal kurz sammeln.
Ja, der Volvo ist.
I believe we have Artur Havrilenko and Jason Yee. That was nice drifting. By the way, this guy over here. Oh, my camera is not showing good enough. There's some good program in his tablet there. He's from Marka Zagorin team. So it's going to be the other way around.
Für alle, die zum ersten Mal hier sind, have some fun, viel Spaß an dem Wochenende.
Let's see what happened there. So strong attack from Yi there. I think there was a contact, and then it's.
Da haben der Shifty und ich uns leider verbabbelt, weil wir nur die Augen auf Max hatten da hinten. Da gab es leider einen kleinen Impact und jetzt
Let's take that again. As the cars haven't been cleared yet, so I think there was a little bit of a hard to tell.
Der die Autos richtig schnell recovert, der kommt jetzt hier zu unserer Richtung rein und der lädt die zwei Autos jetzt auf und versucht natürlich die Strecke so schnell wie möglich wieder frei zu machen.
Und wie ihr das auch schon so brav macht, also sobald der Fahrer, wenn wir hier irgendwelche Probleme, Impacts, Kollisionen, was auch immer haben,
there might have been a slight bump, but let's see, it doesn't look that we need like too heavy machinery to remove the cars. We don't have any fluids on the track, which always, and how wrong could I have been? We have the flatbed truck here.
Und damit hat auch recht. Die Jungs schütten hier alles rein, was sie haben. Geld, Schweiß, Tränen, Herzblut. Und die Jungs haben einfach verdient, dass sie
Let's have some general shots of the place. We have some colorful excavators here. Blue, red. Seems that the colors are changing in them. And also some light beams over the sky. And we have the horn guy, air horn guy there.
Ja, da könnten wir sogar dann über das Wochenende noch ein paar Spielchen spielen.
So Artur's car is being hoisted onto the flatbed truck there.
Auf jeden Fall noch die Stimmung von euch im Publikum mit. Um das natürlich besser zu machen, würden wir empfehlen, kauft mehr Hupen.
Wir sollten ins Hupen-Business einsteigen.
There's a kid checking the tablet on that guy and looking at me like, is that coming from that camera? I nodded at him, like, it is me.
Ja, ihr habt da wirklich eine unfassbar coole Auswahl an Merch-Shops von SXOC über die Iron Drift King Produkte, Driftmasters, Valino.
So, now that we have a little of a break here going on, it's still Group A. Somehow I have a feeling that this might go a little bit longer than expected. We are already 21 minutes in. We have still Group A cars in the lineup, or at least on the starting line. We have Enver Haskasap, who hasn't done his run yet. We have oh, it's so difficult to see from here. Oh, it's Max Heydrich, of course. He hasn't done his run yet. So let's see. This is supposed to be 1 hour, but if it gets over 1 hour, I am ready to stretch for those minutes. So this will be shown as it happened, completely no problem at all.
Festgelegt haben. Und das ist auch vielleicht bei Rauwelt ganz cool. Also
I think we are almost ready to go with the
auch was die japanische Fahrzeugkultur anbelangt.
Truck. So
die können sich vielleicht noch erinnern, wo Rauwelt eine der weirdesten inhaltslosesten Websites war und
Ich war nie auf der Website tatsächlich, ich kenne es wirklich nur von Speedhunters, aber da waren so 3 Bilder und das war's.
ja, das war mega crazy. Also wenn man das damals irgendeinem normalen europäischen Autofan gezeigt hat, die haben wirklich angeschaut. Komplett irre. Also wie kann man das mit einem Porsche machen?
But yeah,
Heute
I would say
weltweites
all in all, in general,
Phänomen.
it has been once again
Absolut.
pretty okay.
Und mittlerweile sind wir auch an dem Punkt, wo man
stuff
halt
on
Porsche zerschneiden kann.
the recovery, so
Und es wird danach einfach mehr wert sein.
and just repeating that sad news that Lauri Heinonen's wrist has an issue. I haven't heard of the final results of the X-rays, but it is a suspicion that it's broken. At least it was swollen while he got out of the car, and it's been checked in the hospital. So that is the situation with him. He will not attend this one, and also he had a head-on collision with the concrete wall. I think the reasons most likely will be specified later this weekend. But anyway, really unfortunate thing to happen. But luckily, nothing worse.
Meine Damen und Herren, wir geben hier einfach noch Gas und dann lassen wir ja, und der ist auf Krawall gebürstet, ist hier richtig hart außen, und vorne 1, 2 und 3, kommt hier mit dem Vorderrad, was man reinlegt, vorne in die S6, steht stark gegen die Wand, fliegt in und macht hier mit Zone 7 den Sack zu.
Max Heidrich
Für
there.
alle, denen Max Heinrich
Pretty
kein
good
Begriff
lead.
ist. Max
And
Heinrich
then
ist
Haskasat's
hier ein
chase.
absoluter Local Hero. Und
Not quite like that,
der
but
letzte deutschsprachige,
he's here.
nein, der deutschsprachige, aber der letzte
I think he had a little bit of a touch with the wall because
dieses Jahr, so wie
the
letztes
rear
Jahr auch
end
nur
of his
als
car is
Bike-Fahrer
quite
dabei, weil sich da einfach privat viele
quite
Sachen geändert
done.
haben. Max ist Vater geworden, hat geheiratet und das sind natürlich super, super wichtige Dinge im Leben.
I think Max will be granted a
Max hat
solo
dafür
run
einfach
here,
Ghostbusters
so
Film zurückgesteckt. Ich freue mich aber
for the
jedes
German
Mal,
fans,
ihn einfach
of course,
dieses Jahr hier fahren zu
important
sehen.
to have the
Ja, es
hometown
ist,
hero.
Max ist einfach immer auch hier gerade
there.
in Ferropolis einfach der Lokalmatador und das bringt halt nochmal die paar Prozent. Auch für seine Motivation, wobei die er manchmal gar nicht braucht. Also der ist immer on fire. Und jetzt gibt es auf jeden Fall für euch noch einen Solo-Run von Max Heinrich hier. Und das ist genau so, wie wir den Max hier in der Ferropolis Arena kennen und über die letzten Jahre richtig am Feiern.
Max sieht aus, als hätte er richtig Bock dieses Wochenende. Das ist genau das, was wir
Good runs from Max
was wir
Heinrich,
kennen und was ich
who has also had a little bit of a foot issues.
Max, da ist der Name-Programm, er ist einfach
Foot,
über
I
Maximum.
think it's not
Max
broken,
liegt
but he has
und
been
maximales
limping
Risiko. Weil
during
er
the
gesehen, wie er
weekend.
alle Zonen angefahren hat
Also
und er
had
hat mehrere Walltaps
Jack
dabei,
Shanahan
die
posted
seine
some
Linie
stuff
einfach
about his
0%
foot
beeinflusst haben. Der
or
steht viel
ankle
Max ein
into
bisschen fern und das
social
ist das,
media,
warum er bei
not
mir
being
und
broken,
hoffentlich
but
auch
some
bei euch
ligaments
so
or suffered,
populär
has suffered a little bit. We have also Marco Zakoril, who has a little bit of a bad leg, so or ankle, I don't know more specifically, but it seems to be a weekend of all these weird things to happen. So, or probably part of them has happened before. Anyway, here we are. It is Adri who managed to get one more run here with Dominic Kuhn. So this is the beauty of this lineup game. You are first to go. You might then actually be granted one more run. But tell me that I said it, that this might take a little bit over 1 hour. But hey,
Weil
What could be more nicer than that? More drifting.
Reden hören, plus minus. Ja, genau. Sprich, für mich war es ein langer Tag. Schiff D kam heute aus Österreich an. Das war unser kleiner Soundcheck und eure Begrüßung. Damit ich wünsche euch ganz viel Spaß. Genießt die Show, nutzt die Zeit danach noch mit den Fahrern zu reden. Habt einen schönen Abend und kommt morgen gut erholt zurück.
Ganz genau, und wir hören uns morgen in alter Frische. Viel Spaß und noch ein bisschen Energie. Bis morgen.
I believe it was the last runs for Adri today. Next it will be Kemal Soili. And will he be joined anybody from Group A? This is interesting. He's actually chosen the chase line now. But I don't see. Oh, there is somebody. It's so dark. I think it's Mr. Brolli from Austria. Then I believe it's going to be change of the groups. Oh, we have still some of the drivers there from Group A in lineup. Let's see how it unfolds. Interesting, we are already half past. Well, I take more drifting any day, or any time, any second. And here we go. So cool when you see those wastegates flame. Okay, thanks for that. My ears say thank you. But yeah, in darkness it just, everything just looks so much better, I must say. In the chase and Toni Ojatalo in lead. I would say quite elegant drifting from both of the guys. At least no big mistakes. You don't want to make big mistakes here right before the night. You want to give a little bit of a mercy to your mechanics. That was Pauli Laakso and Toni Ojatalo. They are driving back to the paddock, and we still have Group A going. It is Paulus Perkkiö in the chase, and I believe it is Thanupat from Thailand. What could be better than wastegate flames in the night? Well, 2 from double turbo V8. What is it, a twin turbo or is it a B turbo? Double turbo. Whatever, there's 2 of them. That Paulus has a sponsor for that light bar. I think almost every Finnish drift team, they have a company that at least sells those light bars. So most of the year in Finland is just only darkness, so we need those. Okay, now we still have Nikolai. Okay, check his last name. Nikolai Zagrzeski and Dylan Garvey. Okay, I think, do we have an issue with the camera? Okay, first camera issue of today. Camera number 4 has failed. It says no video, so the camera is not. Camera is down. Link is fine, camera is down. Okay. We don't have it. Luckily, it is not the most critical today. Ai. Do we have anything on that? Everything looks, oh, it was just like it was too fast. I don't know. It was like super slippery looking at that point of the track. Let's have another go on that replay. I mean, maybe the line is just a little bit wrong. I mean, he took the clip pretty okay, but then, yeah. Now we are changing groups. We are now headed towards Group B, and this will never be done in 1 hour. That's for sure. That is for sure. Let me check on the yeah, in the schedule that I have it says it's gonna end at 10, but hey, as I said, we will stream this until the very end, no matter what. This stream, stream hasn't had any issues. I have zero, nada drop frames for this one, so. Okay, we are ready for the next one. I think they have now, and okay, there's a little bit of enhancing of the white lines going on. Still on that horseshoe corner there. I think that is the last one to be done. I really wonder what happened to the camera. But as I have no idea how long these brakes are supposed to be, so I don't really. Well, I could actually probably reach the camera on this side of the fence, then it would not be that sketchy. So now that I know of the fault, let me think. Oh, I don't know if thinking ever made anything better. It's do or not to do things. Let's see. They're now letting Jarkko Jylhä. I think these are the brakes are being kept as short as possible. So let's see when we move on to Group C if I can take like a super quick peek onto that camera there. So anyway, we move on to Group B and it's Jarkko Jylhä and Joshua Bane. They were the duel for last year's Rookie of the Year, so that was of course, there is a trophy for that, and Jarkko Jylhä took it last year, so let's see how they do together today. And hey, now as we have, or I have your attention when it's no driving going on, please hit that like button. That will help more people to find this stream, and as we know, more the merrier, and more the viewers, the better, possibly better quality I can, and also I can do these streams. So it's paying the bills. Isn't that funny? That one camera that survived the heat today, but not the very pleasant temperature of the night. Okay. Joshua Bane taking the lead position here for the next one, and Jarkko Jylhä obviously in the chase. Joshon Bonnet is on fire. He is on fire. Let's look a little bit of a replay of that. I mean, look at that fire. I mean, that's crazy. And then it ignites again. And then I don't have further replay of that. But hey, next one it's gonna be David Pozov and Diego Correa. Diego Correa in the lead. I would say this practice session is more likely close to 1.5 hours. I mean, it has to be. So maybe they changed the schedule and I have an incorrect schedule then. It's also my phone battery dying. That luckily doesn't affect the stream because I'm not using anything on the phone to create this stream, so only maybe if I need to check some information, that's all. Something happened in the burnout box. There are people running in there. There is smoke. I think we have maybe Marko Zakoril, the other one, and possibly Karim Hani. Judging from the spotters who are worried about now, it was Kuba Kroll, Jakub Kroll, and is there an issue with the other car because I can't see anything, I can't hear anything, and Kuba Kroll is there on the start line by himself. I can hear some banging. Okay, we will have a solo run from Kuba Kroll. Bumper said hello. but it is hanging in there. Easier when you don't need to carry it home or pick it up from the truck. I guess will be Starline Marshall's giving it a little bit of a love, and should be all good to go. Yes, the bumper is being removed and Kuba is ready for another one. Of a action there. I think, was it a trunk lid or something flapping in the acceleration towards the entry? Let's take that again because we don't have any cars on the start line. I think we might have an issue there at the burnout box because we haven't heard any cars going in there. So it's Juha Pöytälaakso now and Teemu Asunmaa. Checking into the burnout box next. Do we have any comments? Okay, did we got already 11,000 subscribers? Super nice. And click that like button, please. That helps me doing this, and of course makes me happy as well. We could fit more viewers here, 1,400 at the moment. Let's take a little bit of a test. Everybody now, click that like button right away, and let's see how many more viewers we can get. 1, 2, 3, like. Real like proper battle. Teemu looking into and ticking for that proximity, and yeah, super nice. I liked it. Might be biased because I'm a Finn, but hey. Closing to 1,500 viewers. Super nice, super nice. Here we go. It'll be now Teemu Asunmaa in the lead, and of course Juha Pöytälaakso. Change position. Look at this venue, all those lights, everything. Isn't that fabulous? It's just crazy. and we just crossed 1500 viewers mark, so that is super nice. So, who do we have next? It is at least Marko Sakoril there. We have camera mishap. When you start to think about something and then it's so easy to miss some camera changes here. Let's see. I get a bad eye from Marko Sakoril's spotters for that camera mistake, but I try my best now. And Ela Koko, George Christopher from Cyprus, and Harry Kerr from Ireland. Harry Kerr taking the lead position here first. Okay, who do we have next? The same guys, the other way around. It's Ela Koko taking the lead, and Harry Kerr in the Nice from Harry Kerr. think we have now been through almost one round of Group B drivers. We still have Simon Olsen and Dave Egan there, and then I think there is Alan Hines and Espen Rode, Yves Meyer and Jarkko Ylhä. Jarkko Ylhä is the first one who is doing a second round here. So let's see. So Simon Olsen in the chase position, and who did I say was with him? Dave Egan, yes. For some reason we are not changing angles now, rebooting the remote control. Now we are changing angles. It's always man versus machine. But hey, what can a good old reboot fix? Maybe a wrist or an ankle. Of a glimpse of a Ferropolis night practice 2025 with one camera there, so must really say that we should give a big hand to all of these guys who are doing all of this work, picking up the pieces of bumpers and whatnot there all day long. Then it will be Espen Rode, Norway in chase, and Alan Hines, Ireland in lead next. There we go. Deciding to do the lead run simulation or qualification run simulation, leaving enough gap to do that. Luckily the smoke was not a problem for him. Then we have obviously Espen Rode in the lead position and Alan Hines doing the chase. And in the lineup we have there Yves Meyer, Jarkko Ylhä, they are the next cars. couldn't get a decent run for this one. So next Yves Meyer and Jarkko Jylhä, and on the lineup next ones who are waiting is Jason Bane and who is this? Pio Correa. Let me tell you, it's starting to be a little bit chilly here. And not the chili that you eat, but the temperature. Mein Gott, they would probably say in this country. So then it will be same thing all over again, the other way around, and we are now well past the 1 hour mark. We have only done one round of Group B here, so expect this to last until 11 probably. So must be quite close to 11, probably 10 to 11, 15 to 11. That anti-lag and rev limiter, whatever is happening on Yves Meyer's car, is probably the loudest on the lineup at the moment. So then it's Jason Bane and Pio Correa, Portugal versus France next. We should be ready to go any minute. Okay, yes. shown still in fire. I didn't notice anything, but maybe it's just a precaution. Yes, so we are way past the planned end time for this session, but hey, who would complain? Who would complain? I had to have that angle there. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. There was quite a lot of flames here, and there it ignites. That is just crazy. That is simply crazy. Polish duel. Kuba Kroll in the chase and David Spozov in the lead. In the lead, and David Spozov in the chase. So, and it's the awesome chase position, and who is there in the lead? Wow. Hard to recognize the car. It's it's Markus Hakorid, of course. So dark colored car that is not that easy to recognize, but hey, this is fine. A little bit of a fork bank here. Then the other way around, it will be Teemu Asunmaa in the lead. Warming up the tire with Kaisade and Juha Pöytälaakso. Nice driving. Then I believe it's Taisade and Juha Pöytälaakso, and then once Dave Egan, and Dave is gonna take it with Simon Olsen. Markus Akorel getting already huge shout outs from his fans here. This is only a practice session, so that is nice. That's all what drifting is about. Yes, I can see now these are the two final duels of the Group B, and then we have Group C. I see some cars arriving to the line. And let's see, depends on if there is going to be some actions on track regarding the enhancing those white lines or something, which I expect to be during this break between Group B and C. Then I'm going to run to check on that one camera there. I can do it without going to the track, so if you think you know what is your least reliable camera, that's why you put it closest to you, so you might have some possibilities to do some mending to it. Now we have only Simon Olsen and Dave Egan left of Group B. Then let's see if we have time, or if I have time to check on that camera. So here we go. something, a clacking noise on Dave Egan's car, maybe coming from the front of the car. I don't know if it's just something rubbing or maybe just a little bit of a bumper damage or something. Trying to check on that. I think the start line marshal is doing the exact same thing, except for he's doing with it hands on. So they're still mending the front bumper, the right corner of Dave Egan's front bumper there. If it's like always before, maybe some zip ties and duct tape going on in there. Let's see. Are we? Okay, now it seems that we are go-go. Start line, light is armband. There we go. Let's see the situation on track. Is it gonna be, yes, it's the lines guys out. I will then actually show you a short one of how to try to fix the camera. Just a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. No. Camera started. Camera died. Okay. But hey, I got an applause hitting my knee into one of those barriers. Seems that I might have a really high hemoglobin numbers because it's not kind of tripping at all. Or maybe it's just, oh, let's see. it's not broken. Okay, it's gonna be Group C with 3 cameras only, and yeah, I think this is gonna continue until probably 25 minutes or so from now. Good. Next one, Group C. First 2 drivers will be Kevin Keski-Korpi and Piotr Wienczak. I think I'm ready. Hopefully everything else and all the stuff is ready. It's also a thing to put the least reliable camera on a position which is least significant if you lose it, so I think it's possible to learn something by doing so. Yeah, I have my breaking my knee out of solidarity to all the guys with broken limbs, but I'm still surprised. I mean, I have a pretty nice cut in my knee right now, but it's not bleeding, so I don't think I should be worried about it. And anyway, that will actually fix itself. Quite opposite to the cameras and stuff. it's always the same. When there's something wrong with the camera or something, I start to think about that, and then it kind of drastically affects the amount of words I'm speaking here. I'm really sorry about that, but hey, my talking here is not the main thing anyway. But yeah, it might be that I like hurt my knee out of solidarity. Okay, oopsie. So, next it's gonna be Benediktas Terva in the chase and Mika Keski-Korpi in the lead. Both of them having green undercarriage lights there. So let's have it then the other way around. And we are again at 1500 viewers here. Super nice, super nice. I think it's been just really nice stream numbers this weekend. Not bad at all. And Benediktas Terva taking the lead here, and Mika Keski-Korpi in the chase position. Let's see if there is any difference in the pace. If there is any difference in driving. I would assume these guys will take a proper tandem. Next will be Connor Shanahan and James Dean. Check who is gonna be there next. We have Pavel Korpulinski, and I think it's gonna be Nasser Al-Harbali. But before them, it will be James Dean, now they want to do a switcheroo. James Dean into lead for some reason, and Conor Shanahan to chase. It's a little bit of a weird change, but maybe it's something that they requested, or I don't know. Some nitrous purging going on in James Dean's car, telling this what's happening outside the picture. Nice. There's a question about when Jane is coming. Jane is coming tomorrow, about noon time, and she will actually join most likely to the second practice session. So sorry about that. Can't control all the people here. So then it will be Nasser Al-Harbali and Pavel Gorzinski. I think I just told that not that long ago. Nasser taking the chase position, chase lane, and Pavel taking the lead here. So we are ready to go really soon. The lineup is filling up once again. We have the next one. It should be Ferropolis and I believe it's Kupa Vrkonski, and then we have Niklaus Niknak Bertans and Duan McKeever waiting. In that one. So my guesswork on how long this is gonna take is more likely 11 o'clock sharp local time, so midnight at finish time or Eastern European time, whatever that's called. So And it seems that the number of viewers is going up. It's now 1600 viewers, which is nice. And here we go. Crazy to think that it's only Thursday. This has already been a really day full of drifting and all kinds of things has happened. But hey, now we have Juha Rintanen and Connor Fowley in the lead, Juha Rintanen in the chase. In the darkness I actually confused Juha Rintanen's car with the Kuba Brzkonski's car. Also couldn't see the car on the time. Then they will make a switcheroo once again, and it's gonna be Juha Rintanen's lead, Connor Falvey in the chase. Driving from both. Now it's gonna be Don McKeever. He's taking the lead line, and Nick Knock in the chase. You can probably already hear that rumble of that HGK V8. Forgot to put on my watermark. Nicholas and Nick Bertans in in the lead now, and Johan McKeever in the chase. Interesting news. We are seeing the first run of Jack Shanahan today. Jack Shanahan will take first the chase on Kevin Pesur here. So, seemingly, his foot and leg is okay to go. Maybe this temperature change to a little bit cooler has helped him to make that decision. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Shanahan. By the way, still 0 dropped frames on 4G on this one. If you weren't watching the stream before, I'm mentioning it, we had a really big issues with Starlink, so there you go. Having a little bit of sore leg doesn't really stop you driving. I think that's how Jack described it to me yesterday. Like, what happened to your leg? He said that it was slightly sore. So, let's see how it is going to be the other way around. Jack's first run. Think about it. Jack's first 2 runs on this track this year, right to the night practice, and he's like if he did the whole show already today. And the previous one was just to show a little bit of a flames from Kevin Pesur's car. Okay, then we have, I think it's actually Karim Hani. He has been moved to this session then, and Kevin Piskolti, runner-up of the previous race in Riga. So, let's see how they perform. So, who do we still have to go? Yes, we have at least, I think we're, okay, it's Kuba Bruskonski, Oliver Randalu next, after Kevin and Karim has done their second run, or the run the other way around. Then we have, okay, we're pretty much middle of Group C now. So, Kuba Bruskonski in the lead and Oliver Randalu chase. And was it on Kuba Bruskonski's car where there is this like a wing brake lights that is like the entire wing wide? Let's see. It's not a brake light, it's the night light. I must say, it looks quite cool. Look at that. Okay, we learned from social media that Lauri Heinonen's wrist is actually broken. Okay, so I think we are cracking up on, or we did crack up on the, or crack on the second runs of this group for the Group C. So Keski-Korpi and Benedikt has Zirba on that one, and they will take it the other way around. So it was for Lauri Heinonen's wrist, and undisplaced scaphoid fracture. Undisplaced scaphoid fracture. So they are out of the competition. That is pretty clear. You will not drive with a broken wrist. See, there's going to be Benediktas Sirva in the lead and Mika Keski-Korpi in the chase. Was there a contact? What happened? We will find out. Did Chirva's car just kind of straighten or what happened there? I'm not sure. Mika started or went on drifting. Or did his car shut down? Let's see what's the situation there now. So it is a little bit of a towy action there. Camera is not in balance with that much of zoom. Let's tighten it up a little bit. Just trying to figure out what's going on in the stream now. Okay, we have now less viewers, which is completely understandable at this time of the night. Group C is still going on. Original schedule was from 9 to 10. It has been now from 9 to 11. I think we have the final cars waiting there in the lineup. It's gonna be James Dean and Connor Shanahan, and then who else do we have left? Tough to recognize the cars there in the darkness and behind the bushes. But hey, we have Connor Shanahan in the lead, James Dean in the chase. That's going to be our second to last pairing this evening. And Pavel Korpulinski. That would be our last tandems, last duo of this evening. But let's see first James Dean in the lead and Connor Shanahan in the chase. it's been a long day, I must say. At least for me. But I think it has been much more than worth it. So almost done. Last turning here, we will take that as a whole replay, at least on the last run, but for this one as well, because why not? Replay. Meanwhile, the guys are getting the cars the other way around. Why don't we just enjoy this? Because these are gonna be the last runs of today, and this replay will stop right away when the guys are going. Ain't that beautiful in the night lighting here in Ferropolis, Germany. The last run of the day in its entirety in slow motion. Hey, and I also want to thank every one of you who has been watching the stream today. I think it's been an enjoyable day to make it to you, film these streams, and also at least it's rather pleasant weather now in the evening here. So while we enjoy this slow-mo, I think it's for many of us time to go bed, get some sleep, and get ready for tomorrow. It's a qualification day of Drift Masters Ferropolis race here in Germany. Let's take a short recap on what is the schedule tomorrow. We will open the day with the practice 10 o'clock local time. That will be 3 hours. Then it's going to be another 3 hours of practice later the same day at 3 o'clock. And then the qualification at 7 o'clock in the evening local time. This means plus 1 hour, for example, in Finland. In Finland it's going to be 8 o'clock. That's it. So I will spare you guys from all of the marketing this channel mumbo jumbo today. I'll just simply thank you for the day, and let's get some rest and sleep, and we see you tomorrow.